Pete Feenstra, rockin' your world. On Get Ready to Rock Radio.
On the deluxe bundle format of the new album, you've got multi-format. So do you still have the same scepticism of downloads that you had back in 2005 when you talked about fans liking their retail therapy?
Well, I think there's room for everything these days. I mean, streaming is here; it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
Downloading is probably not as popular now as it was. In some ways, what you're finding, people are turning back to
vinyl
product and vinyl, and all kinds of physical products. I mean, there's even a cassette version of our new album. God knows why. I don't know who's going to bloody play it, but ultimately, there's a cassette version, and people are buying it. I don't know why, but they are.
Well, that's excellent.
Lucky, actually, when I got it, I put it on in my old player that I found I dug out of my old van, and I chucked it on, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when he started playing. I was instantly taken back. What I also couldn't believe is how long it takes to get from one end of the tape to the other.
Yeah. Do you think the days of making money from albums are gone now?
No, I don't think so. I think you just have to make a really, really good album and offer it in maybe some really good formats, but think about the formats and think about the extra material that you put on there. We try very hard to make sure that what we add to our album adds value, and it's also of interest to your fans. You don't just want to be kind of
banging it out,
things, just remixing stuff or taking the guitars off or taking the drums off and trying to flog it as something new. I think people are smarter than that, and they won't be fooled by that. So I think it's really important that you give them value for money, you look after your fans, and I think if you can, I don't think they'll mind if you sell them two things instead of one, as long as both things are worth the money.
Yeah, value, you're right. I was looking at your March 2017 UK tour dates and saw you're playing venues like De Montfort Hall, Leicester, City Hall, Sheffield and Newcastle and what used to be the Hammersmith Odeon. It's just like a flashback to the 70s, isn't it?
Yeah. We've always loved playing theatres. I mean, we've always played theatres over the years. We've been lucky enough to be able to continue to do that over the years. It was only really when we came back with the Wonder Days album that we ended up going up to arenas, which was a bit worrying. We weren't sure if we could do it, but luckily it all worked out lovely. And then last year when we played again, we did a combination of arenas and theatres, and this time we decided if we're going to come back and play a tour with a new album, we should play everywhere we possibly can. So, and that means theatres, because you want to play as many shows as possible in as many cities as possible, so that people don't have to travel. We're very conscious of the fact that we made people travel in 2015, and slightly less so in 2016. But this year we want to go to where people live. So that was the talk behind it. It's just go everywhere we can and play to as many people as possible, and them not have to travel.